Hey, y'all, hey. So in today's video, I was thinking, let's take an old box, any box that you have laying around the house, and turn it into a new one. Make it beautiful for some gifts. All right, let's go and get into it.
A journey through time.
Hey, y'all, hey. Welcome to A Journey Through Time. I am your girl, Wendy. If you're oldie but goodie, welcome back. And if you're new, welcome. So as I was saying, if you have any boxes laying around the house, Hobby Lobby box. If you look at the back of this box is rough. Okay, so this is definitely an old box. You can use this in a box. You could use a lid, whatever. But we're gonna take this box and turn it into something beautiful. Okay. So we're gonna use some chipboard. We're gonna use some fabric, and we're gonna use some cardstock and a little bit of cardboard. Okay. Also, get you some more of this tape right here. Um, and then let's get to work. Get you some glue sticks and whatever glue you want to use to put this together. Okay. Now let's go and get started. So for the sake of the video, I already have this set up, but I'm going to explain what you need to do if you want to do the same. So whatever size box that you have, okay, this is how you're going to get your measurements for your box. All right. So first things first, you're going to get your cardstock. All right. And you're going to cut one piece. You're going to put your box down just like this. You're going to trace around it and cut your one piece. All right. Now you need your side. Okay. Flip your box over. This is how you're going to get those measurements. All right. Trace around it, cut it out. Now you have your side. Okay. If you want a window for your box, then you're going to make the same size over here as well. Okay. So you're going to lay it flat again. Trace around it, cut it out. Now, once you cut it out, it should look this side here. This side is going to look like this. And so now all you need to do is cut your window out. And my window is 1 inch all the way around. All right. So I just took a ruler. And I put it up against the, okay. I put it up against the edge of the box, and I marked it 1 inch. So I could cut all the way around and cut the outside out. All right. So that's what I did. Bump it up like this, make a pencil mark, trace it out all the way around and cut it out. Okay. Now my box is going to have a flap on it. So therefore I needed another size like this. So what I did, as I did the other one, I flipped it over just like this and traced it again. So once you do all that, you got all your pieces, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You should have 4 pieces if you're doing this style box. All right. Now this is where your tape comes in at. So you get your tape. Put your boxes up against one another, not too close. Okay. Leave a little bit of space there. And then just run you some tape down. All right. And then take your finger and make a little groove in there. All right. You need to do it all the way down to connect all your boxes. Now, if you look at mine, when you come right here to the top of my box, this one here is a little bit, it comes out a little bit. That's my fault, but I think I'm going to leave it like that because I'm going to need this overhang on it anyway. All right. So this is how you check your box before gluing any material to your cardstock. Because believe me, take it from me, the last thing you want to do is go and glue it down to the cardstock or the material, and it's not fitting your box the way it's supposed to. That is the most disappointing thing in the world to me when it comes to crafting. So put your box down after you done put your tape on, and you tape both sides, okay? And I'm bumping it up just like this here. You see how it's folding over just as nice and neat. and then it's going to fold in the front. And if yours fit like this here, then you know you got it right. If it doesn't, just fix it. Don't beat up on yourself. Just fix it and keep it moving. All right. So as I'm looking at this and I'm telling you guys how I want it to be in the size, I have a little extra over here, too much extra over here, but I'm going to go and leave it on here anyway and see what happens because I think it's going to be okay. But this is how it's supposed to look. So now if I've caught you up to speed, this is what your template should look like. You can trace this out if you want to and do it again, but I advise you not to, simply because you might want to do a different size box. All you got to do is go by the box size, okay? That's the reason why I didn't give you a size to my box, because you're going to go by the box that you have. Flip it over and run you some more tape on this side. Take your finger and rub it down just like that. That's it. Now, your box cover, should I say, is ready to be glued down to whatever you want to glue it down to, okay? Now, as far as the box itself goes, we need to dress this up because it looks terrible, right? So, I think I will first just go ahead on and work on this here and get this done. So, I'm going to cut right where my seams are. Like I did in the other video, I'm just going to cut slits right there, okay? Where I can nicely fold it in and glue it to the board. If you find yourself having too much material, you can either fold it in like this here, like a gift, and do it that way, okay? Any way that works for you. That makes your life easier. I was going to use the adhesive glue, and I probably still will. But right now, I am just folding these end pieces in. Oops. Like that. Okay. So, now that I'm satisfied with the way this looks, I'm going to go and flip this over on this one side right here. And it's so easy when it's flexible, y'all. It really is. I'm going to get my glue out real quick. And we're going to go on and glue this baby down. I do like to look and see how it's going to look as I do this, though. Okay. That's going to cover nicely, but that's other side is not going to cover. Okay. This is going to have to be covered. We're going to have to put a window in here. I'm going to have to put some type of covering in here. So we're going to use foam for certain parts of this box and its cover. Okay. All right. So before I use so much foam in this, I need to make sure I use it for the box first. So we're going to move this over for a moment. Bring our box back in here. Okay, so the cardstock I'm going to use is the cardstock I've already had. And it's purple, so it was so convenient for me. So what I'm thinking about doing first is I already prepped these sides. I want to glue it down to the side of the box like this here. Okay. Our box is already made, so we have to build up on it with the cardstock. If it wasn't made, then we'd be laying it down and putting this on the other way. Okay. But I'm trying to do it the easier way. Let's see how this works out. So I'm going to use this glue instead of the hot glue right now for this. And I'm just applying it to the sheet. And just roll it up on it just like this here, like wallpaper. Okay. Get it to fold in a little bit on one side and the other side if I can. Then I'm going to take some of that same glue. Try to see if I can get it to stick on the sides as well. Now this cardstock is very sturdy. All right, so it's going to take a little arm muscle just to get it to cooperate. Okay, so now I'm just folding this bottom down a little bit. Like that. Just trying to make it lay down a little bit. I did not put any glue down there though. Not yet. I'm just folding. Just like that. Okay. As you can see, my lip is still up over here, but the side is on. So I have another pre-cut lip paper that I'm going to use for this side. So now these three sides are now on the box. So here we go. So now I need to size up some sides for this thing. Okay. So I'm just going to lay this down. Remember I told you this is how I do the measurements, how I get the measurements. Just lay it down and trace it. I just think it's the easiest way. Sometimes it be on point, sometimes it don't. So let's see if this side wants to behave. We're going to flip these pieces up right here because we did not glue them down yet. Okay, so this is a pretty good measurement. All right. It definitely turns the corner over here, so I'm gonna have to cut it out a little bit. So all I'm doing is gonna fold it down in the corner, in the crease, like that. You know, see that? And then I'm gonna take it out and cut it where I did that little crease at. Hoping that it fits better. And then I'm gonna cut some of the top off because we do have some overlap that's gonna lay right on top of this. So if I cut it too short, it'll be okay. So now I'm gonna try to fit it back in here. It fits in there pretty nicely. And this is gonna end up going on top of it just like that, okay? So if I like the way this fits, then I'm just gonna copy it for the other side, okay? Instead of having to measure it twice for the same size. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is open that up a little bit, and we're gonna stick this back in here. And I'm gonna end up gluing it down just like that. But before I do that, I'm gonna take and put this here on the bottom part of the box. So I'm gonna stick this in here because this is a 12 by 12 piece, right? And then I'm just gonna fold it kind of like I did the sides. So I know where to cut it at. Pull it out. And I'll cut it where the crease is. Just like that. Get it back in there again. Lays pretty nice to me. And I'm gonna glue that down in there. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the white glue for the inside of this.
You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby. And twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Baby, you give me ice and fire.
Anyway, so now we're ready to put our flaps down, okay?
You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get.
I'm cutting little strips because this box is pretty big and that paper is not. So on the front of here, you will see that there are a few openings that need to be covered. Now that is not what these strips are for. These strips right here are for my corners of my box. This is optional. It's not something you have to do. And I might have should have made these strips a little bit bigger. Let me see. Yeah, let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, so So I'm cutting 4 of these because I have 4 corners. And I'm going to fold it in half to meet each other like this. Just fold it in half, just like that. Do is glue these in the corners of the box. That's all. I just like a box to look a certain kind of way. We'll raise this up a little bit. So we're going to bring this cover back over here. And the white part of the box should be turned this way. All right. So this is how it should be sitting on the cover of the box. This part right here is going to be glued to this box right here. Okay. Let's flip it over just so you can see what we have and what it's looking like. And y'all can't tell me that ain't a beautiful box. It do not look like that little white box that we just had. And we're not even finished yet. But that's beautiful, right? Okay. So, okay. I had to have me a little bit of lunch, y'all. But, so now, I got the 2 little cup sides on, the little triangles on the side that I want to put on each side of the lid. And I have the window right here. I haven't applied it yet, but it's in here. So I like to put that in first before I start covering up everything.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, well, I don't wanna jinx it, baby, and twist myself at the spine. Don't wanna overthink it, baby. It's just twist your body and mine. Some kind of butterfly, baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, but I don't wanna jinx it, baby. Let's not get ahead of my time. Oh, but I don't wanna miss you, baby. So
Up my box a little bit. So if you've gotten this far already, you're pretty much done. Me myself, I'm a perfectionist sometimes. So right now, what you see me doing is taking this back up because my window is coming too far out for my liking. Okay. So the sides right here are coming out too far for me. And I don't know if it's because of the foam or what. I folded it over because I thought that would look neater. So now I'm having to come in here and cut this out.
Stand up and speak just my mind. Oh, baby, you give me ice and fire. You're chilling when the rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're channeling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, oh, oh,
Okay, y'all. So this is the finished box. This is what I was saying, that you can pretty much turn any type of simple box into something beautiful. Plain old white box. And we put the cardstock on it and everything, the marble cardstock, and then the fabric on it. I'm going to still have to Velcro my front down, and I don't even know what I'm going to put in it yet, but it's still beautiful nevertheless. And the back is just as pretty as the front. Okay? So also, let me move this aside because I want to show you something else I did with this material. So you already know I was working on the Temu inspirational bouquets. So I did do another one with some material. Only did one. And this was it right here. This was in the blue. This one I love very much so. Okay. And I put the little bear in it. And of course cut the lights on. So I told you guys I was gonna try to revisit this and try to do it my way, and so I use fabric for this instead. Okay, and this one I use fabric, but I'm not gonna put a window in it. So this is the same material that I used for the other box. So as you can see, this is a bigger version of it, right? And when you open it up, it's only the 2 humps here instead of the 3 humps. And I'm going to tell you why. So whenever I glue this down, which I'm going to glue it down first, and it's going to be like this. It's going to be a whole little window. Almost like a, can't think of what it's called. But anyway, it's going to have this window. Once it's glued down, this is how it should look. All right. All the way around, right? And what I'm going to do, because I bought different color bears, right? I'm going to stick this cute guy right here in there. Just like that. Right? Because this is already like a violet purple. And then you got this beautiful purple bear. Okay? Y'all get my vision? And then y'all see what kind of roses I got? Purple, light and dark. So I'm probably going to take and stick a few of these behind him. I know I'm going into a whole nother concept, right? But this was one I've already worked on, and you guys, I didn't really come back and talk about it. So kind of like this here, but not, because it's falling all over the place. But I'm just trying to give y'all the vibe and the idea of where I'm going with the vision, and have him sticking out. Okay, just like this here. Or I might put some products behind him and put the roses on top of this here. Okay, like something like this here, where you can see them sitting up. I might do that as well. But ain't he stinking cute? Ain't he cute? So he's what, 7.4 inches in height. Much shorter whenever he's sitting down. So yeah, that's the goal for the inspirational lights. Okay. All right. And I do have a lot of those bears. I will show you real quick. Like I said, I done jumped the whole video. And these came off of Amazon, but they are so beautiful. And I have the colors I've never seen before. This looks like a plum to me. Okay. And then I have like there's a bunch of them in here, but this is a chocolate bear. So I have a chocolate, a mint, a pink. It's a whole lot, but I'm not trying to drag the video on. So to get back to the box. Anyway, you guys, try it out. If you got any boxes laying around the house, try it out for yourself, okay? And having a box already put together is even better. And then you just, dress it up a little more to make it special. All right. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye for now.